LD 1383. I also just want to briefly apologize for my little outburst over there of applause for Mrs. Mountain, whose dream thing to do on Mother's Day is to be out in a big rig, a wagon rig, out way deep in the Maine woods with her husband. That's a wonderful thing. I'm here basically to ask one simple question. In this participatory democracy that we all live in, where every Maine individual counts, whose side are you on? If you haven't kind of cut to the chase in this debate about hiring Canadians versus not hiring Canadians and hiring Mainers, to the fact that the $3,500 that these folks are talking about, it would cost to bond these Canadian workers would be used up in about 3 months for the health insurance cost to hire a Maine worker. Canadians don't have to pay health insurance premiums. Simple, very, very, very simple, and very big and important difference between hiring Canadians, bonded Canadians, and Mainers. That's a major difference. When a bill like LD 1383 that favors bonded Canadian loggers by giving them a much easier time to work in this state, whose side are you on? Whose side are you going to be on? When Maine loggers, who are the lifeblood of the lumber industry in the state of Maine, travel here and ask you to dismiss this bill, which, if passed, will threaten their jobs even more, will make it even more attractive for Canadian loggers to work in the Maine woods. Whose side are you on? Of course they're more expensive. They don't have health insurance. They don't have it. In a participatory democracy, every citizen counts. Every Maine citizen counts. And I have to ask, are you really going to listen to these Mainers, these Maine loggers, not Canadians, not paper companies that, of course, don't ever want to have the issue of paying for health insurance come up? They never want to have that issue come up, and it won't, as long as you can have as many Canadian workers as possible. I've got to ask you, whose side are you really on? There are plenty of people who don't dare speak out because sometimes because of retaliation. We now have a president of the Maine Senate who, when constituents call him, records their phone calls without telling them. I own property in Washington.